Hello everybody, welcome back to Drop Duchy. We had a better time in Nightmare last time as the Duchy, but we could not get the win. So, the Republic, let's see what we can do. As ever, the first thing we do, go upgrade that belfry. And I'm going to take the people. It's the way forward, I think. And then where are we going? Up here. So, big choice of peaceful regions this time. It's going to be wood or wheat, and then university or guild. So, let's do the center. We can get more out of... Oh, it's not even that. It's out of the wood out of the downtowns, so... Never mind then. Nothing to upgrade. Let's just hope for the best round we can get. So, I'm going to start that right there. Hold that for the edge. This is unideal. What with this square piece to play momentarily. This is, in fact, a terrible start. Alright. There is just nowhere good to get this square piece placed after this. And then, like, I could hook this R into here, but... thereafter, I've got nothing to fill this gap with. It's real bad. Honestly, I think this is just a straight restart. Because we need this opening run, this opening move, to just be as strong as possible. And at that rate, it's just not. Equally, let's just go for... big wheat rather than more wood, because we're going to get wood out of the warehouses. Same upgrade path here though. And just hope that the opening 4 pieces are not terrible. Let's start there. Here. I'm happy enough with... well, these 2 square pieces coming up are trickier. Let's do that. Belfry in there. Square piece. Here comes downtown. Let's do... I want to fill this row in before we play the Tetris, but I don't want to play it with downtown because downtown's not going to convert very much of this. Can I get any L piece at all? Apparently not. Warehouses could go in there. It's just going to take an awkwardly long time to get there. As for where the rest of this is going to sit... no, this is terrible. Fine, I'll take the 3-liner. Alright, it's not quite the double Tetris aspirations of my dreams, but I'll take it. Alright, I've had worse opening rounds. Certainly better than the last opening round. Right. Important choices. Honestly, this might be a reroll. I need some military. 10 for each production building. Production. I mean, it could be done. It's a bit rough, but we've got to start somewhere, and don't want to spend 50 more going through all those motions. I'll take an anything, and reduce building card cost upgrade by 10% is very nice. Then we can go combat in either direction. So wheat or gold. Probably the wheat. Yeah, the wheat. And for 15, I will go aggressive. Then off to the hostile region. Add the militia base. Upgrade this, probably to garrison 15 now. We need the units. And for 135 wheat, I'll do that now. For 225 more, I'll do that now as well. Might as well get big wood going very early. Right. Half and half. Strategic Pavilion, recruit 8 for adjacent military buildings. Send 12 to each aligned military building. And garrison 20. Recruit 10 for each production building in range. They don't have any production, like co-production buildings or anything. But we have 3 production buildings at range 2. Okay. Everything crammed onto the militia base. We will see how that goes. Training camp, 12 to each allied military building aligned with it. So you're going there. You are for connected warehouses. Strategic Pavilion, recruit 8 for each adjacent military building. Where is this going to go? Nowhere great. If I don't see the rest of my buildings soon, it's going to be unideal. Alright, I will take a Tetris. Right, there's the belfry. There's downtown. I need my guy, like, just here to get max value out of it, I think. That can go there pretty comfortably, because this then fits in the gap, connecting to everything else. There's my militia base at range 2. It's a shame that this piece isn't coming first. Well, militia base is a 2-tiler, so... this actually works. That's about as great as that was ever going to go. This long piece would be great to get after that guy. If I do this, where are you going to go? Nowhere. Well, I can do that instead. That's not much better. I can do that for 2 lines. Or I can do this for 3 lines. Then I'm not getting any more lines out of anything else. Okay. Arrows, axes, swords. My axes take out their swords. My arrows take out their axes, and then arrows left. Is there anything better I can do if I convert their units first? Not really, I think. The 21 can make more swords, but I don't have enough axes to deal with that. I can't make more axes because this is the 1 on 20. So 15 axes takes out 21 swords. 30 arrows takes out 20 axes, and then the arrows go tit for tat on what's left. They lose 4. Could have been much worse. I don't need another warehouse. I would love to make commandery work, but it's tough to just find enough religious stuff that early. I could take it and hold it and just re-pivot to that if it became applicable. Let's try it. It's early enough that if the run is lost, we can pivot. What do I want? I probably want to do this to then have belfry and such be cheaper. That would be 200 wood. That would leave me with 220 wood to trade, but then I wouldn't have much of anything else. But if I want to find religious buildings and religious cards, maybe big cash is something I should invest in. Or I could exchange a level 1 card from my deck. It's nothing I want to exchange. I want to keep this. I want to work into that. That's my only military. So I'm going to go big cash here. And then they've got double peaceful on the left. That's unexpected. So we're definitely going to the right. From the trade fair. Wood or wheat? Well, we do this for sure. Probably wood then. Wood lets us upgrade the militia base, which we're going to need. Here on 80. Adjacent plains. It's got to be. What are these 2 fights up ahead looking like? All forest and half and half. Maybe adjacent forests then. Recruit 3 for each forest adjacent to the city. Maybe we just ditch plains, or probably ditch rivers anyway. Upgrade again. We could start getting some wheat. Because we don't have much in the way of wheat elsewise. 120, we'll get that pretty swiftly. Then here we were going to go wood to upgrade militia base. Well, do we? Because we're going to get lots of wood. But I need to fight a fight right now, so... Do we take 400? Are we going to get a chance to heal up the line? Probably. Yeah. Okay. So, we can upgrade this to 4 units per faith at 1 faith. This to 15 at range 2. It's got to be this. We might end up selling this for a faith-based building later, but right now we need the units. I'm not going to spend 100 gold to add the commandery into play. Faith 1 would be worth 5% extra resources, but I want the gold for re-rolling to find more faith-based cards after this. Merc Camp, Barracks, Horse Stable. Barracks is horrible because we're making 3 gold apiece. 2 for 20. It is what it is. We're just going to have to see how that goes. Well, a very early horse stable. We can't reserve it anywhere. So let's just play it flat here. And then start building in between. That horse stable is now destined to just be as it is. If I put that there, you don't have a good spot. If I want the long piece here, I guess I'm just going to do that. Hold warehouses until much later, I think. Alright. Now we'll play warehouses. Remember, I want to get all of my other stuff in range of my militia camp or whatever it is. So I need to try and think about how much room there's going to be around these guys. There's downtown, which is interesting. I'm going to go barracks on the side. And then I'd like to hold this for Tetrises, but I don't think I can be so precious about it. Militia base is going to go kind of on top of these guys somewhere. Have we seen 2 long pieces yet? I don't think so. I think we can anticipate getting 1 more. This is very ugly. I don't want to play this here because we're going to get to convert those 2 anyway. Right, militia camp has to go here. Belfry. Oh, this got really awkward really fast. didn't it? If I want Belfry to touch, it has to touch the warehouses. But that will be in range of the militia base, I think. Now, we give them some units back. That's just how it goes. Do I think I get a long piece in the rest of this? That's a great question. Do I just end the round now so I don't have to play this mercenary camp? Is another interesting question. I'm sure there's a long piece left. There it is. Well, hold on. If I play this down here, it's going to be there or there. I'm not going to get... I'm going to get a lot of units back from forests next to stuff. I just need to... I'm just not going to get much extra on the left, but I think it's worth trying. So that's never going to connect to population. But... okay. How many extra units do we get? About 20. It's not terrible. They've got axes, swords. My arrows are good against their axes. My axes are good against their swords. Axes into swords. Remainder turns into arrows. Wait. Arrows take out axes. Remainder turn into axes. Axes take out 2 groups of swords. Alright. Now we're re-rolling for religion. Of course, now I would get loads of river stuff when we're opting for a religion build. Chapel. If adjacent to any other building, gain 1. I mean... it's religious. And it's fairly cheap to upgrade. So, 300 gold to get 2 extra buildings in play. I can't upgrade that to go to 3 just yet. Is this a production building or is it a religious building? How is that defined? Just religious, okay. Religious military. Well, not much else we can do. We've got some river. They've got a river castle and a fluvial guard. That should be very easy to play around. And a merc camp. We didn't get to 120 yet because we missed some off the edge. That's fine. Alright, should be a relatively simple encounter. Great use of should. We've got downtown and a neighborhood already. This is not ideal. Alright, that can go here, because it's not going to be in lane of converting the river. Merc camp can just go over here. Downtown. I want to connect to this. I also want my military base to be near my production buildings. Or my, production buildings. This is my militia base. It's not great down here. But I don't have much in the way of options because I want to get good conversion out of this is the thing. At least it's 15 apiece now. Warehouses is great. Let's stick you on top of that. You can go in here. You, I hope, can turn in here. This is going to be in range of that militia base. Then the square's going to go in there for sure. Let's get rid of this river up here. Chapel, if adjacent to any other building, gain 2. That'll be fine. Any other building. Good. This goes very nicely here. This on range 2 is not going to be able to hit the... not the Duchy, the main building. You know the one. If that in there leaves a gap. This can go there. That's the wrong edge for that. There's the belfry. That's the one I was talking about for the militia base. Alright, belfry needs somewhere to touch. This is probably okay. You don't need to be next to anything. So up here is fine. This is good. You're in here. That river castle is not going to proc wherever we put it. How many more lines do I expect to get if I keep playing? 1, 2, 3. Alright, I think it's worth putting this down. It's not going to have river flow. If I put it here, it's actually not bad. I think I can dance my way around this quite well. Okay, how does that play out? Swords, swords, axes. You know, arrows are good against the axes, and our axes are good against their swords. So if I drive my 30 arrows into his axes, convert the rest into my axes, pick up even more axes, drive them into all of his swords. One. I can handle that. We get a 15% boost for our gains. Whenever you gain faith, also gain 5. Or a barracks if we're definitely keeping up the gold production on the belfry. That's an interesting decision, for sure. What else can we upgrade right now? Commandery goes to 4. This goes to 3. This is worth 15 gold around to me. It's too slow. This, I hate how we have to spend so much gold to upgrade it, but it makes sense because you're making gold to make the units. You spend the gold that you made for the units on the upgrade. Can I see? I can't see how much gold I earned during that round. It must have been around 100. So 10 units. It's like so. Do I need the gold for specific upgrades? 160 for this. 80 for that. Does this go to Faith 2? I don't think it does. Alright, we'll take a barracks. Then we're gonna heal at the port, because that's just worth loads of money to me. Exact amount of correct healing. Not mad about that at all. Right, this upgrade. We can get an extra on forests. We can get 5 gold, which is good with the barracks. Or we can get 2 wheat, 2 wood. Let's take the gold, because we also want gold for re-rolling, etc. I don't have 300 for this. If I take this out, I'm losing out on 3 units. If I take this out, I'm losing out on 2 faith, but putting the barracks in. Would I rather have 2 faith and the barracks for a 10% uplift, or 4 units? I think I'd rather do this. And then for upgrades, if we're taking the chapel, upgrade the chapel. 15% on our gains is nice. And then we need to get as much stone as we can, as fast as we can, to get this up to 10. If we can get that up to 10 fast, that's going to be the big difference maker. Rally point, plains and fields, 2 strategic pavilions, and a wooden fortress. I think these are always the same, I think. Alright, militia base wants to be next to production buildings. We have 3 of them. Barracks wants money, which we get from our harvested stuff and from rivers. And if we save a long piece for the very end, we can hypothetically stop the wall from spawning still. Turn adjacent forest into plain. Right, you are going in there. Warehouses in here. Belfry next to warehouses will be good for our militia base. Rally point over by a bunch of the river or a bunch of this river. Either way basically works. You don't get any gains for being next to one another. This can go flat over here, which avoids anything touching the rally point. Let's go this, perhaps. We haven't had any forests yet, so we must get a forest that we can tuck in there soon. Strategic pavilion. We've got another strategic pavilion coming up imminently, which is ugly. But I think this just has to go over here. Put this around the outside of that. then either this can go here, which I don't love. Oh, it could go there. We would give these guys 5 units for playing the long piece here. How much of a difference maker is that to me right now? Or do I reserve the long piece to try and block the wall off from spawning in a moment? Alright, we'll place strategic pavilion here. Chapel will be next to rally point. Where are you going to go? Okay, we have a second long piece, which is great. Barracks can effectively go anywhere. Militia base wants to go here for sure. We get the most growth out of that. If I play this here, we can't get it to connect to the rest of stuff, which is a damn shame. But I'm never going to get it to play that tall. And militia base for 45 here is more important, almost certainly. That there. That there. Militia base. The wall off the board, rather. Right. 28, 28, 28, 28 all around. 8 here was a little disappointing. 45 arrows. It's 28 axes. And then axes into their arrows. Swords into their arrows. Axes into their swords. Well then. 45 arrows. We can take out another one of their groupings if we combine them with these axes. What is going to be harder to deal with? I've got more axes left. My axes can deal with their swords, so their archers are my problem. So take half of these archers, make them into axes. And you know what? Take even more axes, run that all into my archers. What's left become axes. Then turn that into axes and attack their swords at the end. Not great. We're getting rid of rivers, and I did ask for more faith stuff. And this is money, which we can make better for the barracks. It's all coming up Millhouse. Leave the rivers behind. Do I leave the rivers behind? Yeah, because they can't be converted by downtown. They do make money when you explore them, but they can't be converted by downtown. Right, path ahead. Peaceful, hostiles on the left. University, guild, guild university. Gold or wheat, guild. Hostile on the left into a village. No immediate stone gains is rough. I'd really like the belfry to get. We're going to need 6, 7, 8, and 9. 4, 8, 12. 160 stone is what we need. 15 gold times faith. 4 units times faith. Building card, tech card. We have a bit of money. I don't know if it's enough to buy an open slot or not. So let's take a tech card. Boost resources. Give me an anything. Well, that's an interesting set of decisions right there. Would I rather have a flat base gain to my faith? Can you hear that dog barking? No, it doesn't say the mic's picking it up. A flat faith gain is great. Gets more units, gets more money. 20 when you place a religious building, or more money when... I think more faith that gets more soldiers and more money is better than faith-giving money or getting money when you play religious. I think just straight-up reliquary is best. Then we're going the hostile side. Horse stable, stone fortress, aligned mountains, merc camp. I don't need wood right now, so warehouses, you're out. If warehouses are out, is militia base out? And then abbey and commandery are in. This is 3 faith, 4 faith, 5 faith. 5 times 3 is 15, 5 times 4 is 20. Doesn't feel great. Faith 1, 15 gold per faith. This is 3 units per 20, but we can't afford it anyway. This is 4 units per faith. I don't think we can afford to do both. No, we haven't got the gold for it. We could sell the militia base, get the resources we put into it back, and try and just lean into the faith build. We get a lot back on this. This might be a throw, but I'm trying to just not do what I would always otherwise normally do and see how much other success we can find. So, we can afford to upgrade the commandery and the abbey. Can we do all 3 of these? 1, 2, 300 wood, we have it. 1, 260 gold, we have it. 1, 2, 300 wheat, we have it. That's interesting. Let's start here. Actually, no, we don't have 100 stone to do this. I'd like 100 stone to do that, but I do not have it. That needs stone now. Right, we do not have 220 wheat. So that gives me 20 gold per faith, which is 2 units per barracks. Or this is start with 2 faith. A faith is for 4 soldiers and 45 gold, 15 gold. Are we going to the play? I can't see the track. There's a building that can upgrade level 2 cards, and if I was really big brain, I would think about which level 2 cards I'm holding in like a few moments to guarantee I upgrade the thing that I want, but I don't think I can get that big brain right now. I'm going to take the additional faith because this is also an extra 5% resources. So then here we've got chapel, abbey, commandery, barracks on gold, which the abbey's giving gold, belfry's giving gold, downtown's making more stuff for the belfry, chapel's making faith. If it wasn't the chapel, it would be warehouses, but we don't need wood. I'm reasonably okay with this. Do I want to spend any money on my health? There's a lot of guys. It is a lot of guys. 80, 132, like 160 guys. That's so many. But this is 20 gold a piece. I'm just going to hope we get through this one, and then we'll see where we go from there. I thought I upgraded to have 2 faith at the start of round. Did I not? I really thought I just did. Am I going mad? Don't know. Garrison 44. It's just got to go down. Stone Fortress. Recruit 10 for each mountain piece aligned with it. Yeah, this is going to be a... excuse me. This is going to be a good downtown. I can't fill this gap right now. Well, I could. I could put Belfry there. I forgot that I had to do this bit. I was so busy thinking about where downtown Belfry and this piece are going to go. We could sacrifice that bottom line. Because I don't want to sacrifice this three-part hole. Fine. I want to get resources out of these, but I really don't want to make them in line with all of this stuff. Right, you're range 2. So if Belfry's down here... it'd have to be here. We lose out on just one unit for that. So that makes sure the Belfry is touching the other stuff. This can go here without touching that. But it's just all buildings, so there's no point in being precious about downtown right now. Commandery. If I stick this in here, I can put their horse stable down the side. Abbey here as well is fine. Horse stable touches commandery, gets no benefits. I would like to get multi-line clears out of the stone. But right now that seems like an unlikelihood. What am I going to put down here? Probably the long piece. I could play this. Yeah. Oh, they've got another horse stable. Goody! I would really like to keep downtown growing. Got a long piece coming up, which is nice for a big multi-clear, but I'd have to build it first, and that seems like a tough time. Right, horse stable is going here. Chapel is going to go in that gap. If I want this to touch that, then it has to make the gap. That gap is worth 1 stone to me, or like however many you get on a standard clear. So we'll do that, get 20 gold. Can't put that there because the chapel has to go there. Oh, this is unideal. you're over there. Chapel is here. Three faith. You're there. 2 line clear. We'll have to do, I think. It's 34 stone. There's more stone to come. I obviously want that there. This line clear gets some stone. Right, I need 40 stone for a line clear. I can get it. If I do this, and that, and that, I get to 40. Sorry, not 40 for a line clear, 40 for an upgrade. God, my numbers look very weak. Like, we've got 60 units to their 160. This does not seem ideal. I thought we were going to be stronger than this. They've got all unit types, so as long as I drive unit types at max gains is all I can do. Why does this seem so bad? Well, damn. Okay, what are we doing? Swords into arrows. Remainder become axes. Axes into swords, and then they're going to hit me for like 80. There's nothing I can do. We just get absolutely stomped. $87. Even if I'd have full healed, we weren't getting there. Damn. I thought we were doing just about all right, but the numbers just weren't in it, were they? All right, well, we shall endure to try again for now. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.